Good morning. Today is October 1st, 2019, approximately, let's just say 8:45 Eastern Standard Time. My name is Olawale Okabolo with Spartacus Trading Corporation here to bring you the morning update to my prep report from yesterday. I want to apologize. I made a small error in my analysis. I caught it as I was reviewing my work. Yesterday, I talked about if the market begins to trade below the pullback low, the M period low, which is we're calling the pullback low. You still have to be careful because overall value I talked about was unchanged. I got my days screwed up. If we begin to trade below this pullback low value, you want to see value to be lower. Right now, that's really not important. That's not what we're paying attention to because the market is potentially gapping up, as I talked about in my report from yesterday. You want to see whether or not the market can hold the gap. If the market can hold the gap, no sweat. We're going to play the gap rules, and go with all gaps that aren't filled relatively quickly. If the gap is filled, value cannot be at least overlapping, then you can expect a rally. Why? Because value is still higher or overlapping to higher. Right now, let me bring in the overnight. I talked about this. I'm calling it an overnight firecracker from a couple of sessions ago, where these highs are pretty close together. That is a potential juice to the trade if you're thinking long. We also had the inside day, and you want to go with a breakout from either direction of an inside day. If we can't hold, if we break out and we can't hold, we come back, we can perhaps get some liquidation because now the overnight is starting to trend up. Um, if your bias is long, if you're going with the gap rules, you're going with value, what you want to see is value begin to develop higher, which we have a good chance to develop higher, but you want some elongation of value. And the only way you're going to get that is through one time framing. So that's what you want to pay attention to. Um, Again, with this overnight firecracker, uh, if you can get above here and hold above here, you probably got a good trade. And then we'll begin to trade into this day, the 24th, where we got a double distributions that could be filled as potential destinations. Let me go ahead and label that. Okay, we have these double distributions that could be filled. Um, we have this overnight firecracker that I talked about. I got it labeled. We have the potential gap. What you want to see, value begin to elongate higher. The only way you get that is one time framing higher. If the market sells off, you just play the gap rules to see if there's anything to that sell off or liquidation. Currently, the way it stands right now, less than an hour before the pit open, overnight inventory in relation to the settle is long. So we want to see some more elongation. Basically, to hit this overnight firecracker, that means some stops are being hit. And then you want to see the market trade like as if there's a possible short covering rally. I'm not saying it's a big short covering rally, but some kind of rally to the upside, right? You want to see some confidence going to the upside, maybe some uncertainty to begin with, but then market can get some legs underneath it and continue to trade higher. That's what you want to see. Getting above this double distribution number one, getting above that, you have an anomaly here, you have an anomaly there, potential destinations, a way to monitor your trade for continuation, and just hold on. That's about it. I don't have anything else. If we get some liquidation, if your bias is short, if we get some liquidation, you want to see the market or value begin to develop below the overnight low. I'll label that for you. If this, in fact, will be the overnight low, you want to begin to see value develop below there. Sorry. You want to see value begin to develop below the overnight low, begin to overlap along with one time frame and to take this sucker down, and you kind of go from there. That's all I got really. As I said yesterday, today should be a pretty readable day. Um, you're long, you need one time frame, and as I said before, I can't stress that enough. You need one time frame, and you need some elongation. Probably a trouble spot would be the overnight high, which is not that far from this double distribution number two. And if we really got something going on to the upside, you will begin to see value, like in my profile, values in yellow. You'll begin to see value overlap or build higher from the overnight high. If you're in a long and you begin to see value start to develop and elongate above the overnight high, then you probably got a good trade to the upside and you just monitor for continuation going from there. I wish you the best of luck today. Bring home those profits. Don't give it back. This is Olawale Okabolo, Spartacus Trading Corporation, wishing you a good day.